Microsoft Windows 8.1 update is here. Should you upgrade now or should you wait? Some Windows 8 users didn't like Windows 8 when it was first released, and even more found it difficult to get around and find what they need most. Some still don't like it, and some removed it to go back to Windows 7. As someone who supports users on technology software products, I couldn't imagine that many people trying to use a system that didn't have a start button anymore. Even users that aren't technically inclined or as proficient as some others, where the start button is, when directed, they know where it is. Windows 8.1 Update was released as a free upgrade to existing Windows 8 users and a purchase option to Windows 7 users and below. After our discussion today, I hope to help you make an informed decision about whether or not the upgrade is right for you at this time. First, we will discuss the update from Microsoft's perspective and demonstrate what the replacement start button does in fact let you do. Second, we will talk about reasons why waiting might be a better option for you. And we'll discuss what others are saying about their experiences with the update. Third, we'll discuss my experience with the Windows 8.1 update the day after it was released. And finally, I'll make some suggestions and provide some tips to help you make the best decision based on your device. Microsoft received feedback from consumers who use Windows 8 or attempt to use it and decided to go back to using Windows 7. And Windows 8.1 is Microsoft's answer to that feedback. Some of the main new features that are being offered in Windows 8.1 Update are the return of the Start button, more customization, and a new Internet Explorer 11 browser. And basically they're saying that it's going to get out of your way and let you accomplish more. Well, let's see if that's true. Let's take a look at this new Start button. And if you take a look here, you'll see it's in exactly the same place as it was in previous versions or previous operating systems other than Windows 8. And if you highlight it, let's see what happens when we click on it. Oh, it goes to the start screen. Okay. Well, I'll quickly show you here. These are the new icon sizes, another new feature of Windows 8.1. where you can have small, medium, wide, and large. Those are the 4 options that they allow you to use on the start screen. But there's something else to note. If you right click on the start, you get a context menu which lets you jump around to some utilities you used to find on the start menu. The event viewer, system device manager, you can click the run command and go directly to the control panel. Now, if you're somebody who likes the desktop, give this a try. Right-click on the taskbar, select Properties, go to Navigation, and under Start Screen, select When I Sign In or Close All Apps on the Screen, go to the desktop instead of Start. After you log in, this will take you directly to the desktop where you don't have to mess around with the Start Screen. Now, if you don't mind the Start Screen, then you might try this one here. Show the apps view automatically when I go to start. And this allows you to search everywhere instead of just apps when you search from the apps view. After you click apply, I'll show you what happens when you click. It takes you right to the apps there. And if you want to get back to the start screen, you just swipe down, or look, you can use these. If you're using a mouse, you can use these. Go up and down as well. See? Click. And that's the new start button. Okay, Windows 8.1 update is not without some problems. Windows 8.1 update was difficult for technology writer Larry Magid, who writes for Forbes.com, to update some desktops and laptops. He was finally able to get them updated by contacting Microsoft support, or rather they contacted him, and he was finally able to get his desktop and laptop both updated. But he writes about his frustrating experience, how long it took, so it wasn't without issue. Technology writer from ZDNet.com, Mary Jo Foley, tells us that Microsoft has actually pulled the Windows 8.1 RT update from the Microsoft Store. And this is because many people who have these RT versions, which are the tablet versions, they're not a dedicated hard drive, basically. They're having problems with blue screens, they're not able to start up the system, and they're not rolling backwards either the way it's supposed to be if it fails. Now, keep in mind these are preliminary early reports. Things could change over the coming weeks. We might see that more people have had success rather than failures, but these are some of the issues that we've discovered so far. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it was like for me to update. I actually updated a Surface Pro, which if you're not familiar with that, is Microsoft's tablet/laptop, but you have the ability to run desktop applications in the machine. So it's actually running the Pro version of Windows 8. The first thing I did was I went to the Windows Store and I found this icon waiting for me. I tapped on that icon, and it took me to another page where I could read about it, and then I clicked on the download button to start the update. And see, this is the screen I got here. And once I press download, you'll see a status going through for the installs. And basically, this is probably as far as it actually got at any one point on that first day. I decided to leave it overnight, thinking it would be done when I came back, but it wasn't. It was still in the same place. So what I ended up doing was stopping the download, restarting it. This time it went right through. Within 15 minutes, the entire thing was installed. Now I was up and running, logged in, and experiencing 8.1. Now here's some tips for you before you decide to update, whether you're going to update to Windows 8.1. Before you do anything else, make sure your system is up to date on the Windows Update critical patches. Also, make sure you check your manufacturer's website to determine if there's any software utilities you might need to run, or if they're recommending that you don't update right now. This is important, as some hardware manufacturers are saying don't update yet. The other thing you want to do is back up your files. I can't stress this enough. With all the issues, some people if they don't have a backup of their files, they're going to lose them. So you want to make sure that if you're running Windows 8, search for file history, activate it, turn it on, attach it to a USB device if you can, and back up your files. If you're running Windows 7, you just may want to back up the files by attaching a USB device and copying them over. If you're running Windows 8 RT, you're going to probably need to wait until the issues are resolved and Microsoft puts it back on the Windows Store. Now, just to recap, if you're interested in updating, you can go to the Windows Store with your Microsoft login. Click the update tile if it's available. If it's not available, you're probably running RT and you'll be able to update it when that's put back on. Click download and you can continue working until the system reboots or prompts you to reboot, and at that point you'll log into Windows 8.1 and you'll be upgraded. So should I update? Well, Eli, the computer guy, tells us that Windows 8.1 is not half bad. I don't think it's half bad either. In fact, it's kind of fun to play with. I'm still investigating some of the features that it does have, but I enjoy customizing it and changing how the start button works. It is more comfortable for me to go in that corner to get to places. So I would say it's not bad now. If you already have Windows 8, it's a definite improvement over Windows 8. It's a little easier and not as clumsy getting around. Consider the download traffic though. Choose a time that's better. Choose a morning time or a day in the middle of the week, not when everybody's home trying to get it. It was fairly easy to install. Once downloaded, I didn't have to do much. All I had to do was reboot and log in. And again, if you're running Windows 8 RT, the Windows 8.1 RT update has been pulled, at least the last I checked, and you're going to probably want to wait until the problem's fixed. Maybe even longer to make sure the problem's fixed. But that's the final result, whether you should update to Windows 8.1 update or whether you should wait. Thank you. Have a great day.